basic Arkansas Traveler. We're dealing more with the G string, so refamiliarize yourself with the G string because we don't use it enough in beginner books. We have our open G. Our first finger is A, because we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, no H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, only A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So first finger, we have a whole step from open to first, a whole step between first and second fingers we really have to reach, and that's B, and then second and third finger are close together. So open G is all the way down here. Underneath the staff, we have these ledger lines. A is on the line itself, B is on the space between them, we just don't really fill that one out, and middle C, that C third finger on the G string, it has the line through it. I like to use my space notes are even, so those are either open 2 or 4, and our first and our third fingers are always on the lines when we're in first and third and fifth position. So these are odd numbers, so that's ones, more lines, threes and ones, and then on our spaces we have opens, 2s, or 4s. But in this we're not using any of our fourth fingers. So let's talk about the road map for this piece. First of all, we're in 4/4. We have 4 beats per measure, and we're in D major, F sharp and C sharp. We're going to have high 2s on the D and the A string. Low 2, if we were going up any higher, we have a low 2 on the E string or high 3 on the G string. So this is a little bit absolute. This is C natural, not a C sharp. So anyway, our road map here, this is giving me a little clue right here, having this repeat facing inward. So I'm going to go all the way until I hit this point. So this is my first ending. And this double dot tells me to go back to either the beginning or the other repeat. So F, E, D, A, D. So they put it in here, this pickup note, they stole from the very end, usually is what they do. And so 4, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, 4. So they steal that right there. So our roadmap, all the way through, first ending, jump back to this repeat sign here. And as we go, we're going to skip over this first ending and finish up here. That's that first A part. That's just the beginning of the piece. And then continuing on, we have this. Here's another clue. Boop-a-doop-a-doo, 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 erp. First ending, we're going to hop all the way back there again. So this is that lead note, that pickup note that leads us into that A, just the way this F led us into here. So our melody is consistently ending at that third beat. Down here we have that third beat as well. So let's do the second part again. First ending, we're going to go back up to here and then go. We're going to skip over that first ending and then end at that second ending. So what you can do is I usually color code these by doing that, but this is a book. I don't want to write too much into it. If it was a copy, then I would do more. So we're going to think about our counting. 4, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and, all right, so all of that's the same. So let's look at our next part. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and we go through all of that again when we get here. Measure 16. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. The second ending, F, E, D. Really watch out for that. If you need to make yourself a star on that and a little jumpy sign, then do that. But other than that, we have mostly all whole bows for this, all quarter notes. We have these eighth notes here. Those are going to be at the lower half of our bow. Half, 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 whole, whole. D, 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 B, B, A, A, D, D, B. Let's pluck it out. we're going to pluck out the entire piece, and that's going to be including the repeats because we need to practice these repeats. And I want you to be very comfortable with the space between the quarter notes and then looking ahead and being very comfortable with setting your fingers, reaching over top. These are pretty easy patterns, but we want them to be very ingrained in our fingers and in our bow for when we do the advanced version, because the advanced version gets pretty going. So since we're in 4/4, but we're starting on the fourth beat, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and that's where we're going to come in. So count yourself off. You can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and, but make sure you really experience that beat so that you're not rushing yourself. And as we then speed up, we're going to use less and less bow, but at the beginning, program both your fingers and your bow very consistently at a slower speed so that you can fully build this, you can program it into your body. All right, starting first finger on that G string is that A. It's going to sound like our open A string. A, red, so 1, 2, 3, A, 1 and 2, and B is 2, A, open D, E, 1 and 2, and B, A, open D, B, B, A, D, open A, all three fingers, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, first ending. This A's pickup note to the beginning D, 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 second finger. 1 and 2 and B, A. Open all three. Second ending F, E, D, F, open A. 1, 1, and yes, I do just lift. 1, 1, 12, D, D, 1, 1, F, F. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, first ending. Now we're going to repeat to A. 1, 1. You have plenty of time to lift. G, G, F, F, E. A, all three. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, second ending. And that's it. Okay, so real quick, I wanted to look at measure 11 of this F, F, E, A. F, F, E, A. I'm not going that fast. E, A, I can lift in between. If I was in a major hurry, I do F, F, and I would make sure that my first finger is on both of those fingers at the same time so that my bow was doing the work and that my finger was already on both strings. All right, so let's do with the bow at 70, up bow, because we're starting with that fourth beat and we want to have a good down beat for that first beat. All right, we're going to do it with those repeats. 1, 2, 3. Half bows. Whole bow. Whole bow. First ending, back up to that D, half bows. Watch out, second ending. 1, 1. on. So use your metronome to take it faster and faster in little tiny parts. And then I have a recording, a video of 3 different speeds that they jump between. So make sure that you're doing the little steps in between. Happy practice.